Hey, what's up, guys? It's two salty Spuds. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Emily, and we're back with Doki Doki Literature Club.
Now, who is going to be our next lady to read our wonderful poem that we haven't gotten to read, so I assume it's just so god-awful they don't want to put it on screen.
Mm-hmm.
I say, why not go with Monika? I'm curious.
Yes. Always Monika.
Just Monika.
Like, so Yuri comes up like, hey, what'd you read? He's like, no.
It's Monika.
No.
Monika. This is you.
Hi, Malem. Having a good time so far?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that, sure. He pretty much is doing the same thing. Yeah. Sure, great time.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, you have to go through initiation.
Now assume the position. What?
If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better,
you could file your report and sign in blood. I mean...
I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. She's a goddamn serial killer! I'm much better off at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Yeah, because you'll probably kill me if I say no. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ahaha.
Don't like that.
Don't worry, Malem. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
I like it, Malem.
It's absolute garbage, and I love garbage. Really? No, of course not, you stupid fucker. It's you.
It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ahaha.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something not so cute, right?
That's the point.
And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Who? Yeah, maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them,
they're about murder.
They can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kinda like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems.
Filler can be good, filler can be bad. So what you're saying, Monika, is there's no fluff in Natsuki's poems, but I thought she liked that.
They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through.
I have my hand in the way, I'm so sorry.
I couldn't see, Kaylee, why? So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
Like murder.
Especially with me, at night. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you.
What kind of style are we talking about here at this point? Because I thought we were talking about writing. When did this shift gears?
Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha.
Except me, because I should always matter to you. My opinion is God!
I am the god of this world. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
I'm scared.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Is this you?
Sure. Okay, let's see. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the
Spackle.
spackle? Okay. The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in.
The fuck? This is a lot deeper than eagles and shit.
So, what do you think?
I'm depressed. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Ahaha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
It was last night's murder. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Don't say that, please.
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany.
Yeah, something like that.
And a murder.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other.
God.
Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. So you should bash your head against the wall.
Until you stop. Stop what? Just stop.
You'll know when it happens. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
That's actually not a bad tip.
Yeah? Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Who should I show my poem to next?
Ooh.
Let's save Sayori for last.
Yeah, make her wait.
Make her wait the longest. She's just over in the corner. I want to see! Dots.
More dots.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not... I just need to put thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah, well, it's absolute shit! Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh.
Shit. Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. Aw. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
So it's shit. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback.
Yeah, sure they did.
Natsuki can be a little bit biased though, so don't listen to her.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind.
Oh, there's some hot tea in the club.
I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? I bet she's gonna be like the yandere. We got the tsundere.
I don't know, it's...
I thought it might be Monika, but I don't know. She's kind of got that quiet girl demeanor that it's like, I love you so much, and I'll kill anyone who gets in my way.
I'm not sure yet, huh?
Kill him!
Please do. I'd love to share my thought processes behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? No, it's the murder club.
We just couldn't put that in the application.
Here, I'll read this one. God, her handwriting. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe? Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
You got the cursive.
I can't read cursive. That's terrible to admit for someone who's studying English. I cannot read cursive. Dots.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. I'm sorry you can't read it, Kaylee.
Yeah, fuck you. You and your cursive shit. Write like me, a blocky fucking child. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
How you gonna call me out like this? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, pretty fucking hard to read.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Please God, no, I can't read that. Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Do you like that ghost sex?
The smut will come later. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Malem.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past.
Is your only place of comfort the bath? I mean, that's fair, but...
And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Whew. One
All
left.
right. Oh, Sarah's the only one left. We saved possible best girl, possible worst girl for last, but we won't get to see her till the next episode because that's all the time we have. So far, it's going good. I'm starting to trust Yuri just a little bit less, but other than that, still nothing too fucky.
Yeah, so far, Natsuki's been the most normal.
I mean, Sayori's pretty normal for anime style, but
True. We haven't seen her poem yet, though.
that's fair, and we will next time. But for now, we have to go, so see you guys!
Yeah, see you then.